Hello and welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen and today we're making a candy cane inspired soap using this fragrance from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It's peppermint candy and I've used it before. It's minty, it's sweet, it behaves well in soap, and it doesn't discolor. And these are all pluses because I need a bright white. I want to do layers, red and white layers, and so for the red I'm going to be using my Matte Americana Red Oxide. This is just a very true flat red. It's just no mess around. And then titanium dioxide, and we're gonna layer it up red and white, and then I wanna do some piping on top, and it's just gonna smell like sweet peppermint candy. It's gonna look like a candy cane, I hope. So let me get everything pulled together and let's come back and make some candy cane inspired soap. All right, we are back and it's time to add our soap additives in here. And then after I get the additives blended in, the fragrance is already in here because I know it soaps like a dream. I'm going to split my oils up into 6 equal portions, and I have my aloe vera lye solution split into 6 equal portions, and I will mix it 1 layer at a time. And that's how I like to do it with soap, so I don't have to panic about things speeding up, and then I will save the last portion to be my piping on top. So let's get the dry additives blended in. We've got our colloidal oats here. Now I'm thinking about it. You know what? Here we go. I am not going to add oats in this because I want the white to be a bright white. So let's just do kale and clay today. Normally I do the colloidal oats, but let's just skip those because they do make like a little, I love it. It like a little gentle beigey speckly in your soap batter, which I think is gorgeous. But because these are my candy cane inspired, I want a very bright white. No oats. Let's get this clay mixed in here, and then I'm going to get this split up, and we'll come back when it's time to start layering. All right, we're back, and I have all of my oils divided up into 6 equal parts. Here is my lye, 6 equal portions of aloe vera lye solution, so we'll do it 1 layer at a time. I've got my star tips. These are Wilton 1M star tips. I have 2 of them, so 1 for the white, 1 for the red, and we're going to do a diagonal star on top. I just think it looks beautiful. So let me get some of these out of the way. Keep one here, and let's start with a white layer and my titanium dioxide. And I pre-mix my TD in this bottle. I got this bottle from Be Scented, and it came with some steel balls or ball bearings in the bottom so that if you can hear it, it keeps it nice and mixed up. And this is 1 part water-soluble TD to 2 parts of water. So that's what's going on in here. So let me clear up my work area and let's get to making the layers. All right, in the name of trying to keep everything equal, I have my measuring spoon here. This is 1 tablespoon, and I will use that to measure my titanium dioxide. And then for the red mica, I have my little baby spoon, and I'll use that to measure my red. So because I want each one to have the same amount of color in, is what I'm trying to say. So let me get the TD blended in the oils first, then we'll go ahead and add the lye solution. So shake this up nice, and let's measure 1 tablespoon. There we go. I'm actually going to add 2 in there because I want it a little brighter than that. So there we go. next day. Ta-da! And oh my goodness, this smells so good. Isn't that pretty? I ended up putting a little glitter on there just, because it's a holiday soap and I thought it would make it sparkle, and it does. So this is no soda ash, no steaming or anything. It just came out really nice and bright. So let's get in here and see how those layers came out. With the lovely Olga. Time to get in here. It looks like I did have some breakthroughs, but let's see what we've got. At the end of the day, it's pretty colors. It smells divine. I'm not too bummed out about it. It's all going to be fine. Trying to stay positive. So let's see how these came out. Oh, that's cute. These are just happy holiday. Smell great. No complaints. I'm happy with these. So here's a question. Do you like candy canes? I actually do like candy canes personally. I like to stir coffee with them or chocolate milk. I love those kind of softish old-fashioned candy cane sticks. My kids love those. I would get them a box every single year. I still do. Now that they're all adults, I still get them the soft old-fashioned candy canes. And they're wonderful to stir cocoa with or a hot coffee. So I like candy canes. I don't know. How about you all? What's your favorite, nostalgic holiday treat? It's so fun. I just find these fun. So when I was little, in our Christmas stockings, my mom would get that old-fashioned ribbon candy, and we always got an orange. She'd put some fruit, always an orange, sometimes an apple in our stocking, and then some ribbon candy, and usually a peppermint candy of some kind, either those little round ones or a candy cane. All right, let's get into here and see what that looks like on the inside. So the good news is with this fragrance from Wholesale Supplies Plus, that peppermint candy is just a slow mover, smells amazing. You could do an intricate design with that fragrance because it is such a slow mover. I had to stick blend each layer, I fast forwarded and cut out some of it because it just seemed to be taking forever to come up to a trace. And then the titanium dioxide helped, so the white portions traced faster, but it was still very slow, and it took me a while. I had to turn the cameras off and wait for the piping, especially the red, probably 40 minutes or so, till I could pipe these little red stars. So nice, slow-moving fragrance, but because it was a slow-moving fragrance, even though I got a thick trace, poured it, and let it sit in the mold, I thought it was hard enough where I could pour and not be careful, and look what happened. It still had some fluidity to it. So just a word to the wise, if you use this fragrance, know that you've got a slow mover and plan accordingly. This fragrance would be great for a wood grain pour or something really intricate, Taiwan swirl or whatever. The breakthrough's really not bad here. It was just that one little bit. That's not too bad. I thought it was going to be much more pronounced in here, but not bad at all. I'm still very happy with these. All right, last loaf here. We'll see if the breakthrough is more pronounced on these bars. But one of the things, so this is the next day. This is about 24 hours after making this. But I did use sodium lactate in my lye solution at a rate of about 1 teaspoon per pound of oils is how I use my sodium lactate. And that does help it unmold. If you don't use sodium lactate, you might want to wait an extra day to unmold with this fragrance because it is such a slow mover. And these are kind of tacky. So I will either wait a couple hours, like I normally do, or I might even wait a day. Oh, we're seeing a little bit of the breakthrough. I might wait a day to come in and do my beveling and stamping just to give it a little time. What happens if you rush the stamping and it's soft, it can stick in the little letters on my stamp, so I don't like to stamp when the soap is too soft. And when you have a really slow moving fragrance, it takes a little bit longer to get harder. Oh yeah, there's a breakthrough. Really not bad though. I mean, cosmetically, I think it's fine, but that's interesting. Yep, slow moving fragrances. You get some surprises sometimes. But you know what? I tell you what, at the end of the day, I'd rather work with a slow mover than a fast mover if I had my preference. So I am going to let these sit either at least for several hours, if not overnight. And then I will come back in and do the beveling, and I have my soap scrap box from Eco Soap Bank that I will show you when we get to that, and then I'll do my stamping, and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please hit that subscribe button, bell for notifications, all the good stuff. And I appreciate you taking the time. Have a wonderful day. All right, it's the next day and it's time for me to bevel and stamp my bars. And some of you have noticed in my previous videos, my soap scrap bucket was getting very full. And I ordered a donation box from Eco Soap Bank. So this is my 10-pound scrap pack, and they send you a shipping label. It's super easy. It's cost me $50, but they're going to take all of my soap scraps and turn them into new soap, and it's a really great cause. I'll leave a link down below, and you can go research the company. They're not sponsoring this video. This is just something I wanted to do on my own. So I'm going to do all my soap shavings into my scrap pack, and when this box is full to brimming, I'm going to ship it off to them and let them do some awesome things with all this soap. So let's get to shaving the soaps up. Here is my KitchenAid vegetable peeler. I like this one because it's a little bit weighty and it makes a nice smooth edge. I just put it on the corner and go down. These are really cute, little twirls, but it makes a really nice smooth edge for a comfortable bar. So that's the way I do my corners. Get them all done. There we go. Set this off to the side and time to stamp. I take my stamp. This is a hard plastic resin mounted on wood, and it's over here. This is 99% isopropyl alcohol. 91% is fine to use also. I spritz my stamp with the alcohol, and that helps it release from the soap and not stick in there, and then the alcohol just evaporates off. So it'll make your bar wet when you do it, but it evaporates and it's totally fine. So line it up on the soap bar, tap, and there you go.